trail and ultra mostly east of the Mississippi, except Nick Foss. In addition,
my line.
Oh, sorry.
It's blue.
It is blue. You want to do it again so you can say it?
Yeah.
You said don't forget about it, so I just said it. Ridgeline Nation, we are back and better than ever with a new edition of the Week Rundown. And guess what? This is number 52, Wesley.
Let's go.
52. I know, right? Can you believe it took us 19 months to get a year's worth of episodes out? Well, we'll forget about those parts, but we're good enough. We're on a year's worth of episodes finally. I am your host, John Dolovacki.
And I'm your better host, Wesley Hart. What are we talking about this week, John?
All right, this week on the show, we have our top favorite 5 moments in our show's history, a preview of the Quarantine Backyard Ultra, and more. We'll also take a look at all of your amazing activities on the World Strava. But first, let's get started with Mr. Paul Barty.
Paul Barty was back at it again this week with the weekly half marathon. Chalk it up and put it on a billboard on Interstate 485 outside of Charlotte, because that's 485 straight weeks for Mr. Barty. Unlike Route 485, which circles Charlotte, Barty decided to take a more linear approach with his run. Barty looked more like Charlotte A. Cavatica on this one, just as nimble too. As always, Barty, well done, and we'll see you next week.
All right, so as we said in the intro, this is our 52nd episode, 1 full year of Rundown episodes. We thought it would be a good time to highlight our favorite show moments. We're going to go with our top 5 favorite moments. Wesley, what do we have for number 5?
Oh man, John, number 5 is an absolute doozy. It comes to you from our faster host. Go off, Michael.
Our rant of the week this week is brought to you by 17-year-old Keelan Kilgour of Jackson, Ohio, who took to Twitter to throw some shade at the Ridge Runners. That's us. Claiming we left him out of last week's rundown and should have included him after his 7th place finish out of 202 runners from the Bobcat Trail Half Marathon. Okay. Keelan, we do spend countless hours each week researching results, interesting happenings from the week, and writing the script. But what we don't do is meticulously comb through every single race result east of Mississippi, doing thorough background checks on 100% of the participants in those results for compelling storylines. While I do find it splendiferous and fantastical that you, a 17-year-old, finished 7th place in the Bobcat Half Marathon, it just didn't catch our eye and didn't make the cut. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. Besides, we also gave a shout out to all the locals who participated, which includes you actually. In the end, the true shout out goes to your uncle's buddy Matt Jenkins for beating you by a full 6 minutes. Can't believe you let that old man beat you. Okay, Keelan, make sure you tell your Uncle Dusty I said hi.
All right, wow. So we're still not sure if Keelan has recovered from that one, but number 4 features something else that has not yet recovered our souls. Take a watch.
If you want to get noticed on the rundown, join the Ridge Runner Club on Strava by visiting. All right.
I'm honestly kind of sad. I don't know where that guy went. I must have lost him. But he was always there for me when I needed him, and he always cheered me up. Luckily, number 3 also cheers me up, brings the passion and the energy that we all need in our lives. Take it away, C-Rob.
Shout out to Ridge Runner Nation. This is Chad C. Rob Robinson. I'm on my 20-miler today that I did not want to do, but I said, you know what? I'm going to do it anyways because that's what we do as runners. I'm probably looking at the wrong side of the camera, so I'll look here for a quick second. But here I am, 10 miles out, 10 miles back on the Valley Parkway, starting North Worldton all the way down to Station Bridge in Brecksville. And it's a beautiful day as I spin around underneath Interstate 80. This is the greatest place to run in Northeast Ohio because it's lots of green dots. Green, 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 green. All I gotta do is get back to make sure I get my son so I can go home to watch my Cleveland Browns play the football, Michael Owen. Baker Mayfield's coming to town. He's gonna come rip your heart out, and he's gonna just take you more, take you more, take you more. Baker, shake and bake. Go check, Wesley. Woo!
Dog check. There's nothing better. One of the best things that goes with dogs is ketchup. But unfortunately, Mr. James Fox did not have a dog with him when this incident happened.
And we'll start off with a story we missed from 2 weeks ago, and it just so happens to be one of our favorites of the year, in my opinion. James Fox was running in Athens and said, while rounding the corner of East Union and Stewart, a jerk went speeding by in his car and squirted ketchup all over him, without a single word. We have yet to track down the perpetrator, but we sure do appreciate James for taking one for the team and posting about the ketchup incident. We just wish we were there to see it and take some photos.
Now, personally, ketchup's awesome, and I really like ketchup. If you're out there and you don't like ketchup and you think this is another reason to not like ketchup, don't do it. Don't hop on the train.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a runner and you have some fries and somebody squirts you with ketchup,
your money.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the best case scenario.
So we gotta thank this guy.
Yeah, for sure. James, you should be grateful.
And if you were the one that squirted, please give us a shout out.
Yeah.
Every single time I hear that story, I just cannot believe that happened. James, you have to do your research. See what the conditions are like out on the trail and the road. Luckily, we have a trail correspondent that can help with that. Our favorite moment in the history of the rundown comes to you from ETP. Take it away, Earl.
Hello, Ridge Runner Nation. This is your trail conditions correspondent, Earl the Pearl, coming to you live from this log in the beautiful Athens Trail. Hey, this time of year, great time to be out on the trails, but be careful. There may be some obstacles out there you need to be aware of, like down logs on the trail, or maybe sexy men sitting on those down logs. You know what I'm saying? Until next time, Ridge Runner Nation, this is Earl the Pearl.
Wow, those were just something else. I mean, I still can't get over how funny ETP is. The log scene is just probably hands down the funniest thing that I've ever watched. What about you, Wesley?
I mean, yeah, he's got to win a Grammy, right, for that? I mean, that is absolutely incredible. It's not a Grammy, it's an Oscar, I think. But not a big awards guy, not a big TV guy. But nevertheless, well done, Earl, for the #1 moment. Keep sending us stuff in. You can still submit calls to nations via social media and other fun ways like that. So keep the content coming, and we'll keep more fun stuff coming your way.
Like Wesley said, it was fun to take a walk down memory lane. All the fun things that have happened to Ridge Runners over the years, all the mess ups, the humorous stuff. Like, yeah, man, I wish we could share all of the stuff from when we were filming at the running store and stuff like that. But like Wesley said, keep those stories coming, and we hope you guys enjoy that little look back as much as we did.
You know what we should possibly do, John? We should maybe release like a full 45-minute uncut version of the rundown from back in the day. What do you think that would be like? Do you think people would like that?
You might have to do a lot of bleeping, but we can make it work.
Ridge Runner Nation, if you want to see a full 45-minute cut, unedited version of the show back in the day, let us know in the comments below, and if it gets enough traction, we'll make it happen. And now it's time for our Ridgeline news segment. This weekend is shaping up to be a big weekend in ultra running, with the Quarantine Backyard Ultra taking place. I know that there are many of you gearing up for this, racing against the top athletes across the globe. We will be bringing you updates from Ridge Runner Nation throughout the event, as well as other fun content. Good luck to everyone taking part in this event.
If you aren't running this weekend and you're all trained up, ready to go, doing those 16+ mile long runs on the weekend, you probably received a Strava comment from Arlen Glick, who is prepping to run 100. People are crazy. I love it, but they're crazy. Urban Meyer will be so proud of Arlen for his recruiting tactics, as he has been really just getting after it.
I've never seen someone comment on so many posts. I mean, he's been just crushing the comment game.
I know, Strava's not one for like crazy comments, and he's just going nuts. After Arlen ran 50 miles blistering fast 2 weeks ago, it's hard to imagine he doesn't absolutely crush it this weekend. Good luck, Arlen. All right, our next article comes from a previous Ridge Runner Live participant, Alex Gold. If you guys haven't seen this episode, make sure you go back and check it out. It was fantastic. He's a very humble guy, and it was great listening to him talk about his training and his goals. He had an article posted on ultrarunnermagazine.com, which is just awesome, talking about people's training and how they're planning on training. And he pretty much boils down to, really focus on and understand your why and why you're running. motivation's not always going to be there every day, but get out there and get at it. It'll be that much more rewarding if you can get out there and motivate yourself. It's a fantastic article. Check out that link in the description below and go give it a good read. It's definitely worth your time.
All right, everyone knows the old tale. Google Florida man followed by your birthday and something crazy is going to pop up. This week, a Florida man named David Kilgour is running 100 miles to support New York City running stores and hospitals. David decided that March 27th was going to be the day that he went for it. Starting at 4 a.m., he took off running at a sub-17 effort pace. Florida did what Florida does, and temperature shot up to 92 degrees. But that wasn't the only thing that shot up during the day. The amount of donations also skyrocketed. When David finished in 17 hours, 45 minutes, he found out that he raised over $10,000 for his cause. At the time of recording, it has hit $14,000 in donations. We will attach a link in the description to the article and the donation link, but the link to the donation page is going to expire shortly after the release of this video. Nevertheless, incredible work, David.
Ridge Runners Live and Puppies. I mean, is there much better? I don't think so. Last week, we had on 2 guests, Gabe Rainwater and Travis Zipfel, and gave us some incredible advice on how to have a strong mindset when it comes to running and in life. Check it out on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, the places that we normally have it. We also had additional special guests on the show, and they were those puppies. Now for our Strava rundown. Remember, if you want to get noticed on the rundown, join the Ridge Runner Club on Strava by visiting that link in the description below. And
Keeping it classic this week.
Yeah, apparently you used the real dance move.
Yeah.
Not your made up stuff.
Oh, I mean, old dogs can learn a new trick every once in a while, so we're back.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's
get back on track.
That segment's gotta go.
Get it out of here. Lindsey Rist had an awesome run over the weekend, and she didn't do it for the crowns or the PRs, but to do it to just feel normal. Check out this awesome selfie featuring the Trail Sisters hat. Love to see it. She also took one of my favorite photos of the week. Just look at this flower. It's great.
Yeah.
Great work, Lindsey.
Awesome work, Lindsey. Love the photo as well. Chad Engler also got after it this weekend, and there were so many epic selfies this week, but this one includes a dog, so I think it has to win, right, John?
I don't know, that flower's pretty good.
Oh, come on, the flower's not a selfie. You know better, John. Nevertheless,
sorry.
We need to know this dog's name ASAP. I mean, he is even rocking the Nathan Vapor RAR too. I mean, come on, that's just an incredible pack for that dog there. Epic stuff, Chad.
Tim Atkins hit the long road on Friday night, knocking out a 50K distance in about 5 hours and 30 minutes. He took this photo of Swedish Fish and Sour Patch Kids, which, is the Wesley nutrition plan. So
yeah, sounds about right, honestly.
I hope he didn't just eat those the whole time and you ate some real food, but nevertheless, great stuff.
It looks like Kyle Whittle and Bob Hunter did some morning peats, and boy, did they get after it. Kyle did 14 miles worth, 3,200 feet of elevation gain, but ran out of hydration. It's just uncalled for, Kyle. What are you doing out there? You're better than that. You're 100% better than that.
Yeah, pack your bags.
Come on, it's just water, right? I mean, there's plenty of it, for now at least. Bob ended up going on for a few more hours. Both you guys are looking strong. Way to get after it.
Simon Mills and Michael Schreiber ran the north part of the Shawnee Backpack Loop this past weekend. Simon claimed that Shawnee features the hardest climbing in Ohio. Oh, Simon, welcome to the dark side. I know Wesley is foaming at the mouth just seeing photos of the Shawnee Forest. Great job, guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it really cool right now, but I mean, honestly, just drooling thinking about Shawnee. So, well done, guys. Keith Connolly claimed the Montreat trails are closed in Black Mountain, North Carolina. Nick Voss also mentioned that some trails in Boulder are closed to people coming in. So for example, if you live there, you can run those trails, but you essentially cannot drive to a trail. And honestly, I'm all for this. I think it kind of defeats the purpose of social distancing if everyone is driving to a trailhead. If you can go for a walk or a run out your doorstep, you should do that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.
I'd kind of agree with you. Even being down here in Athens where it's not densely populated as much as some, like Denver and Boulder and all those other places, there's still like it's a lot of people on the trail. And if I'm 6 feet in front of someone huffing and puffing like I'm freaking Rocky Balboa or something, like, you know that person behind me is getting some sort of whatever I'm breathing out. Like,
Oh, I mean,
I think, you know, being on those trails, we really gotta be careful about where we're at.
I mean, for sure.
Be mindful.
And Rocky, obviously huge in Philadelphia. I mean, great reference there. And just, I mean, I agree. Like I said, some PA trails are even closed. I was going to run somewhere this past weekend, and the trailhead was closed too. So just be mindful, obviously. I think do whatever you can to social distance and stay safe out there. Anna Evans made me brush up on my world geography with her run this weekend. It looks like she ran a half marathon distance in Scotland. I'm not really sure if this is a castle or someone's house, but sign me up to live in it. You know, just like me and the Gargoyles, like just chilling like this.
Yeah, I could see it. You'd be sitting up there perched on top of the castle as well.
Yeah, I'd just be hanging out with the Gargoyles just like all day long. Some birds would come off. It'd be great. It'd be a big time for me. Nevertheless, well done, Anna.
And with that, thanks for tuning into this week's rundown from the Ridge Runners. Be sure to check back next week to stay updated on all things trail and ultra, mostly east of the Mississippi.
Except for Nick Voss.
In addition, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell below if you want to be notified every time we release a new video. If you enjoy our shows, give it a share with your friends and smash that like button along the way. I'm your host, John Dolovecki.
I'm your better host, Wesley Hartney.
And we'll see you next week on the Weekly Rundown.